Guys, let's go over some videos. So let's go over NVA first, because I know a few of you have pretty big positions in NVA now. So I just wanted to go over it. But look how parabolic it's running. This is 41 days worth of trading since it was down here. It's gone from 5 cents. Here it was at 5 cents, and now it's at 18 cents. So it's had nearly a 300% gain in just 41 trading days. All they've done is add 800,000 ounces of gold to the resource from 2.5 million to 3.3 million. Now these guys are looking at doubling that Corbell resource to 7 million, and they're expecting 10 million ounces out of that same resource. So if we imagine that kind of gain in just 41 days, imagine, say, if they doubled their resource, what it could look like in a few months' time, 3-6 months' time. Okay, they got 120 kilometers of drilling to do. They got 120,000 meters. You know, they got a few more sites. They got like 3 more immediate sites. They got RPM, Cathedral, Shoeshine to drill. You know, with higher historical grades than this. To me, it's pretty inconceivable that we're gonna have a lower share price than what it's got now with that sort of schedule ahead. But anyway, looking at the chart here, so this is 41 days trading since it really broke out. It's been a constant uptrend, and here, going to this, so this is my buy zone here, this pocket there, because it was sitting right in that trend line here, and basically the base of that is measured from the swing rule off of this pivot point here as being support. And we saw on the charts the heavy buy support on the buy order sitting there at 16 and a half, 17 cents there, pushing as high as 19 today before the close at 18 cents. So today was a really good day for NVA to me. Now, so we're going to see over the next couple of days whether it keeps on respecting this trend line here, whether it breaches it, tests horizontal support, and maybe even goes to as low as your 12 and a half, 13 cent zone, which I highly doubt. I think that's very unlikely. I think here is still unlikely, and I think this along here is most likely given the scenario. But the progress of NVA is comparable. So we've seen, so a lot of you guys missed out on Vulcan. Vulcan went parabolic. You know, went from say here, it was around here where I was buying initially, so around 50 cents. We look around, say here around June. So back at we get back to it around like 45 cents. So it's gone up, say 300% from then, but that was back in June. So that was 4 months ago. This is 4 months worth of share price progress. I think this has less prospects than Nova. It's certainly less de-risked. They don't have all they've got is benchtop results of their mining process. You know, they're not as guaranteed as Nova in my opinion. But what's similar here? So they had this big move here. They broke above that overhead resistance here, falling wedge, and see how it tested that trend line here, which was once overhead resistance. That was once what was pushing the share price down, and then it becomes support here. Came off strongly there, and I think Nova bringing it back up. I think this is going to provide the same kind of support for Nova with the news flow. So going back to Vulcan, so that actually provided very strong support. It was also on the swing rule move zone of support there, and it's gone on to create this bull pennant on 52-week highs. If we look at Nova again, just comparing the two, to be at highs again, we just need to close. All we need to close is above 19 cents, and to me, I think it's going to be off. Again, fuck all overhead resistance. That's why. Okay, so close over 19 cents, 19.5 cents. I think it's off. and I think that's going to happen very soon. Let's look at some other ones. Let's look at CTM. CTM falling wedge still intact, so it hasn't broken down yet. It's kept well within that. Okay, so it's still looking good to me. That's fine. There should be news coming out of CTM soon with the amount of drills they got going. The 5 drill rigs at double shift should be coming out real soon there. PLS. So it looks like PLS is going to pick the bones off AGM for fucking nothing. They're going to get 30 million tons of lithium for fucking 240 million, leaving AGM shareholders fucking bare. But they might pick that up, increase that to their lithium resource for fucking chips. It could bring us back in this channel and pull it away from that the 40 cent zone, which has kept it down for so long. So I'm really interested to see what happens with PLS now, with any kind of news out of what happens with the AGM resource. But I think that'll just about do it for now. Pretty much the others just been sitting where they are. But yeah, they're the ones to look right now. Look at see what happens. Actually, let's look at ADN. ADN is going fucking nuts. So I was putting up charts ADN here, put up a chart here, there, the double bottom breakout, boom, broke through at overhead resistance. So here it found support on the former overhead resistance. That here is the same principle as Nova here and Vulcan, like I just pointed out. Going back to ADN. Spent hardly any time testing that support. Swing move again, doubled it, falling channel, broke that overhead trend line, and now it's pushing up against this one here, which is going to be right up at around 18 cents. So it's going to be in a race with NVA again for 20 cents. This one is a fucking beast. I wish I had some ADN. It was a toss up between NVA and ADN when I had to buy. I chose Nova because it's gold. Everyone knows what gold is, but this one was this is a great resource to be in. I'm spewing I didn't get in, but it's ran. I think it's going to continue to run. I think this price is still cheap. I think it's still fucking cheap for NVA, just the same, and especially cheap for CTM being at the bottom of this fallen wedge. I think this is a buying opportunity, especially before it even breaks out. You'd be buying it right here. And if it does go to the downside of that wedge, and you can do a quick sell, but if you buy it here, then you're buying it before it even breaks out. Okay, so good luck, guys. Good luck for the rest of the week. Let's hope we don't get any more red days.